do today, this is another part of the beer project, bar counter project. Here's
The beer project.
the beer project. Well, this was the beer project up here. If you want to see this, this is the resin pour that I did. Turned out beautiful.
Sure did.
Then I got this wild idea to panel this. See, this has like a real thin paneling on it. Yeah. I'm going to put an insulation piece in here, and then I'm going to panel across this, panel the sides here, and then I'm going to put, because this to me looks unfinished. I think we paid like what, $200 maybe for this?
That's $230.
Yeah, for this bar set. Of course, I'm just fixing it up to make it look cool.
Yeah.
So this is all going to be paneled. There's going to be a nice emblem on the front here, and I'm going to put a thick plywood on this, so it has like a
Like a stoop.
like a stoop here, like this, and then I'm going to put a fascia all the way around. So it'll finish it off.
Okay.
And so if you want to come with me, we'll go see.
But I'm thirsty.
Okay.
I'll do that
We'll
later.
we'll go see
take
what I'm
my
going to
coffee.
start with.
Okay. Ooh.
It's a cloudy day. So what I'm using here, what I'm doing is this is a poly stain, water based, and I'm going to stain this whole board. This is a thin plywood. This is going to go, and in between is going to be an insulation piece, which we'll go to as soon as I'm done staining this. I'm going to start this stain process here. And after that, move back inside and start putting that insulation in and all that.
So you're painting this first?
Yes, I'm going to paint this first. I'm going to just take.
Although that's a stain, but it
is a
looks
stain.
like a paint.
It'll dry dark with this probably, which is okay with me. It might soak into the wood and leave the grain so you can see it.
Hoping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all there is to this. A little more to go here. And it's just going to absorb into that wood. And then I'll cut it. But I wanted to get this part done so I didn't have to do any painting in there.
Cool.
Yeah. So this is a 1-inch sheet of insulation that you put on the outside of the house. You know, I did that on our whole entire house. I
Stuccoed
insulated
it.
and then stuccoed it. Anyway, this has gone up in price, but I'm going to take this and insulate that bar unit. I'm going to go measure, and then I'm going to come this way. Follow me. All right. So what I'm going to do here? See, this is an inset. This is all metal. So I'm going to take and I'm going to put that insulation in between these panels, so it makes it solid instead of that hollow sound on it. And then I'm going to bolt screw the plywood with metal screws, self-tapping metal screws, and onto the surface of this. So it'll be in between. If you know what I mean, jelly bean. So now I got the front done like that. I'm just going to do the side without cutting myself. This in. Do the other one. Well, this doesn't have a top piece on it. Okay, look at my sleeve.
Bless you.
Alright, so I got 2 pieces for each side.
Yeah. And go.
Go.
Oh, Brenda's calling.
Okay, so I've got the last couple of screws to go in. I got the other side done, this side I'm going to paint this, but then I'm going to put the paneling in here. And there's that one. One more. I had these holes drilled here, but I forgot that there was a metal piece that went through, so there you go.
That scared me.
There you
That
go.
looks good, honey. And then
Yeah,
you're
that's
just gonna
good.
paint that?
Yeah, I'll just have to paint the top, because the rest will be paneled.
tripping on crap.
There you go.
All right, good job.
Measured. I'm gonna cut this paneling.
Okay.
This is gonna be for the side part of it.
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna have enough paneling. I might have to buy some more.
Oh no, I don't want to buy any more.
So yeah,
Okay.
it's a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know how much I'm gonna use on that one. I gotta find out. Okay. All right, here we go.
Okay, go.
That's not a real pretty line that I did there,
Oh, it's so
but I have to
straight.
notch. I have to notch out. Actually,
Did
it's
you
from.
learn that skill in kindergarten?
Yeah, I had to go from here to here, but I'm gonna take that, you know, that 1-inch piece I cut, just stick it on there as a template and just square it up.
All
Then I
right.
have to use my little saw, and then I'll be ready to put this up. Here we go.
Like a glove.
Perfect. What did I tell you? Yep, it's perfect. It is freaking perfect, man.
Now you have to paint it. Right now, ooh, the sun came out.
I measured this is right in the center, and I'm just putting the tape around the edges because I don't want any of that gold
Yeah,
paint to get off onto this.
and the Mr. Bear
Beautiful.
under here too.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
put Mr. Bear down there below.
That'll look
Oops,
cute.
and then I'll paint it.
Mr. Bear. All right, getting it done.
Then we're gonna go do that with a gold,
Cause we fancy.
glittery gold color on
We so
there.
fancy.
Ooh, excuse me. That's a lot. I don't even know if I'll use all that, but it absorbs quite quickly into this roller.
All right.
Okay, here we go. You ready
Not
for
too
this?
thick. You get all
Nope.
squishy, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be
Okay.
good. All right, so here's how the project's going so far. I've got this piece of paneling to put up there. I'm putting some molding strips. I'm filming this myself, so I'm corner molding. And I've got this side to do yet. So once I get these two sides, the fronts on with our logo, and I'm probably, after I'm all done with this and clean that up, I think I'm going to take and do a, excuse me, a clear coat on there to make it look shiny. Well, now it's coming along. I've got this piece secured in here. These sides aren't there yet, but I routed the edge of it. And then it's gonna have another piece of, let me see, this is a mess in here. It's gonna have another piece. I didn't account for something here. There was like a lip, so I'm gonna have to put some kind of a shim piece right across here.
Wow, that's a mess, babe.
I know.
That looks good though.
I had to put a spacer in here because I didn't account for. I'm gonna push this piece out and then I'll trim it down. I'll sand it. And stuff.
Oh, yeah, I
It'll fit fine. What I didn't account for was there was a piece of metal here
Oh,
that, because this is, you know, when they do it in the factory like that, sometimes they're like kind of screwed up.
jagged or something.
So there's gonna be a corner molding piece. This like this. This will be, you know, across here, of course,
Oh,
all the way
okay.
down that, and but so I had to put a shim piece in there. As I stumble through all this mess that I've created, I cut the first piece of corner mold. I put a piece here and it worked fine, but over here on the sides, I didn't take into account the extra 1/4 inch on each side for the to put the corner molding on, and it wouldn't fit. So guess what I had to do? Guess what?
Make another one.
I made my own corner molding instead of spending all this money on this crap. So,
All right. Okay.
wanna go see it? Let's go see it. Let's go. Anyway, I ended up with this. I made this on from a 1x2, and it has a way. Look at the difference in size on that. So you got enough coverage there. So
We'll
now I
save
gotta.
those little ones for something else.
Yeah, well, I can use it for something.
Something else.
I gotta cut this down to the size here. same for the other side too. Actually, I don't like this one because that has a knot right there.
It's naughty.
That's naughty. So I'm gonna stop for the day because there's a lot more to do, and
You're getting a little tired.
I'm getting tired. It's time for a break.
It's
Yeah.
2:30 in the afternoon. You've been doing this since about 9 o'clock this
9
morning.
o'clock,
So.
yeah. And of course I have to stain all this, so the next time you see it, I'll probably have all this stained. The other corner piece put in over here, and I'll have these corner pieces put across here and there. At the back I'm not going to worry about because it doesn't need it.
Alright.
And then I'm going to look for a little mold piece because I was going to take a piece and go way down, but Rachel brought up that if you put in a bar stool, you want to be able to push it underneath.
Yeah.
So I think just some kind of decorated molding.
Like a
across
scalloped
here.
edging.
Yeah, scallop of some type to go there and down the side to make it look pretty, and then I'll stain everything black and it'll look
Awesome.
cool.
All right.
Yeah,
Catch you
so I'm
later.
gonna put a scroll piece down here, so it'll come down up and all the way down and around. That's gonna look pretty cool. And then I still have to finish patching the corners and everything, and then it's about done. Got the top all done. That thing's looking pretty nice, isn't it? The final step in this process is I'm going to put a nice little piece of wood trim around this whole base here. I'm going to have it kind of rounded up on the corners like this. Around here, down, here, and down. And all the way around on the sides. So then I have to measure real quick to see what I want to do, how big I want that, and then I'll cut it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take and mark the wood where I want to, like this part where I want to cut it, and so I got a line there so I can cut that off, but what I want to do is mark where the legs are going to be, like this, that, across there, and then I'm going to take and do, basically I'm going to take and do like say if this is the leg, I'm going to take and round it like that, down to the next leg, round it down. So it'll be just a nice little arch on each leg. It makes it look thicker. I'm using this as a template, but I know that I want to cut this section off. And then here is where the leg's gonna be. Right there. Same with this one. Make sure we get this marked so we know exactly where it's gonna be. Looks about like that. Low enough? Oops. Okay. Now, the only thing I'm going to do, and I'll just use this as a straight edge, is go across to here and make a straight line. And just go across and do this all the way across the board. And then I'm going to trim it out. And that's it. Cool. So here's the piece I cut. Now, what it's gonna do is I'm gonna fasten it on down here, like so. And it should just about line up. So like that. There we go. And it'll be on there, like so.
Like a finishing piece.
Like a finishing piece. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Adds to it. And then I'll do that on the side too.
Gosh.
Okay? I'll show it when it's all done. I've got these corners here yet that are setting up, and then I will paint everything, and you can't even see it, and it'll be really amazing. I'll show you the finished project tomorrow when it sets up and I get it painted. Okay, so you can see here, this is what I finished. I did all this. You see the trim piece and this little molding that
So it
goes
doesn't
around.
go all the way down to the ground.
No, and you can still slip your benches
No, I mean on the
underneath.
ends. The ends.
Yeah, it doesn't. It just goes to here.
That looks a little
But-
weird.
Well, I mean, that's how I designed it. I'm sorry, but I mean, it's
No,
still,
don't be sorry. I just on the film I'm looking at.
I think it looks good.
It
I
looks
think
like
it's
it's
fine.
sticking out, but yeah, it looks pretty.
But it is finished. This is what I did. This
I
is my
love
plan.
it. It looks like a stage.
It does, and it is kind of a stage. Come here, look at this, the top.
Oh yeah.
This is on another video if you want to see all this.
Love
This
it.
is all the beer cans, beer labels that I did in
So
resin.
glossy.
Yeah. And then, of course, I finished this with the front panels here and side panels and all that stuff. So,
Looks
guess
great.
what?
Good job. It's done, babe.
This one, Rachel,
The product. It's a project in the books.
this one here is all finished. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of refurbishing a bar that was probably fine before, but I just had to make it a little bit
Yeah,
better.
just zhuzh it up,
I had to just do it my style.
and I
you know?
love it. And
there you Well, the
chairs still fit there.
the chairs do, and the bistro under here with all this crap stacked on it. So,
Right.
because this is our studio, by the way.
Yes,
as
this
you
is
can tell.
awesome. Good job, babe. I
All right,
love
cool.
it. Thank you.
Bye.